Welcome to KLTV's Cultural Leaders TV, the show that celebrates the vibrant cultural landscape of Kirklees. We speak as the voice of the culture collective, connecting with the people shaping creativity, culture and community across our region, from festivals and performances to heritage and civic life. I'm Dr. Milton Brown, and today I'm delighted to be joined by Dianne Watkinson and Sarah Mason-Dixon, part of the dedicated team behind the scenes at Kirklees Town Hall. Dianne leads on audience development, working to make the town halls more inclusive and welcoming through creative programming and community engagement. Sarah helps to ensure that the venues remain commercially viable, keeping them as vibrant spaces for performances, civic events and community activity. Together, they're passionate about evolving the town halls, cultural offering, connecting with grassroots creative organisations through the Culture Collective, and keeping these historic buildings at the heart of cultural life in Kirklees. Dan and Sarah, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Excellent. Well, let's get straight into it. And then to start with, can you tell us about the unique roles you both have and how the town hall plays out in the communities? Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're at the heart of the town. So in Dewsbury and Huddersfield and Batley, we've got our town halls, which are, the wealth of events and celebrations that we have on at our town halls. The breadth is just immense. Today, for example, we had a citizenship ceremony at the town hall. We had a remembrance service with about 700 people last weekend. What other things do we have, Sarah?
Gosh, all sorts. We do a lot of commercial things. So we have comedians, Jimmy Carr regularly, lots of music and tribute acts, but also we've got a wealth of musical groups within Kirklees that often feature in our town hall. So the Huddersfield Choral Society, Kirklees Council has a partnership with Opera North, so we have lots of things at both Huddersfield and Dewsbury on a regular basis that are in partnership with them, and Yorkshire's obviously got a brilliant history of brass bands, so they often feature quite a lot in our town halls as well. So a really lovely mix.
We've got the Contemporary Music Festival coming up later
next
this month. In a few weeks' time. So we're really honoured to play part of that along with other venues. You mentioned the Culture Collective. That's, there's other venues that host events as part of HCMF as well. So we're really proud to be one of those hosting venues for that.
Wonderful. You recently launched the Pay It Forward Fund. Yeah, could you tell us more about what it is and how that supports local people?
Yeah, it's not been going very long, but we've got wonderful, generous citizens in Kirklees. So we launched it as an initiative to try and give people who wouldn't usually have access to live performances the chance to come into the town halls and see events. So our customers have the opportunity to donate either online or when they buy a ticket, any amount they want, from 50p up to sometimes we get £50, and that money goes towards making sure that people who wouldn't usually have the opportunity to come to a cultural event have that opportunity to do so. So we've raised to date about £10,000, and it's helped just over 500 Kirklees residents come and see performances in one of our town halls.
All ages as well,
all ages,
from all communities. We try to reach out to different groups, don't we? And equally, if anybody's works for a third sector organisation and would like to find out more about it, they can check our website or they can drop us an email and find out more about.
I never knew that existed. It's amazing. How do you reach to these people then? How do you reach out to them? Do you go through schools? Do you go through organisations?
A bit of both, we tend to try and find organisations that we think might benefit from the tickets. We reach out to them via email, we call them up, we chat when we see people in person. We've got some nice links with people internally as well. But we're always looking for new people, always looking for new contacts.
Well, I've got a quick Culture Collective question here. How do you see town halls services connecting with local organisations through the Culture Collective?
Well, we think it's really, really important to be part of the Culture Collective. We've only come to it quite recently, but we're really excited to see where we where we can have a place in the Culture Collective. Obviously we have close partnerships already with other venues within the town doing the same type of thing as us, like Lawrence Batley, the Smile Bar, Parish. We have really good connections with them, we meet regularly with them, but being able to come to the Culture Collective and widen that network of people that we can share information with, you know, hearing what they're doing and find out, making sure we're not clashing, so that for the people of Kirklees, you know, what we're all offering all dovetails together, and there's something every weekend for them, something different. So we think that's really important going forward, that we work really, really closely with other venues and other cultural organisations around Kirklees.
I guess minimising duplication is essential for everybody.
Yeah, but also about making sure that their offer across Kirklees is as varied as possible, and that our communities are getting to experience lots of different live events, not just the same things that are repeated over and over again.
Yeah. How did you find the last meeting?
So busy. I love that I arrived and like they were pulling chairs out of everywhere, so it was great. There was everybody turning up. I found it, I thought it was absolutely brilliant to hear updates. We heard an update from Richard Smith, who's one of our colleagues in the council, about the Cultural Heart, which obviously they're neighbours to us, physical neighbours to us. So that was really nice to get an update from him and hear about what's happening out of our window. We can literally see it growing, can't we, Sarah, out of our window at the town hall.
Right.
So yeah, I thought it was really, really interesting. I'm looking forward to see how that develops.
Well, I reckon 2026 is going to be exciting for everybody who's connected
Definitely.
with the collective. And what other ways do you see Culture Collective being able to galvanise town hall services? I mean, you touched on it a little bit there, but we're talking about heritage, we're talking about culture, you're talking about tourism.
Yeah.
Because it's an iconic building, is the Huddersfield Town Hall. How do you see that unfolding in 2026 as in terms of links with the collective?
I think, well, you've touched on a lot of the things that the town halls offer communities, and I think we live in a fantastic area in terms of all the things you've just mentioned, heritage, culture, and I think what I'm excited to see is how the town halls can work collaboratively with the other organisations within the Culture Collective to sort of hark back to what we were previously talking about, and making sure that cultural offer for Kirklees communities is as well rounded as possible.
And I think going back to the Pay It Forward Fund as well, that's where it can come in, because at that meeting I was like pricking up my ears to some colleagues there that I was thinking, I could talk to them afterwards, where you know, they're working with members of the community that maybe won't have access to live entertainment, to a great night out, and we can help with that. So it's about making those personal connections and building relationships as well with other third sector charities and venues and arts organisations or cultural organisations, and using the fund.
Wonderful. Looking back, what's the most memorable event either one of you have hosted or been involved with?
We were having a good old chat about this,
we were
and
talking
there was
about
so
it
many.
before.
We were like, which ones are we going to choose? Go on, I'll go first. For me, it was an event we had last year with Paradox Orchestra, an R&B night. So we did this mashup of an orchestra, but obviously it was R&B. It was just a brilliant night. Everybody up on their feet dancing, and it was a time for me that I walked into the hall and I thought, we've got everybody from Kirklees coming here to the town hall, and I felt so proud. I was so excited.
A real diverse mix.
Hugely diverse,
Age and everything.
Everything, and I was just like, this is what it's all about. So I had a dance, you know, I just joined in.
Forget the job.
Let
me go and join in
I'm always
dancing.
dancing. I'm always up dancing. But it was a brilliant night, and it was one of those moments when I just thought, we're onto something here. We can work with this.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I think for me, I've really struggled to pick my favourite, but I think a few years ago we had an in conversation with Neil Warnock, and it was very last minute, and it was just after he'd saved Huddersfield Town from relegation, and the town hall was packed, every single seat was full, and every single person when you walked in was singing. They were just singing, and it felt just the sense of community and of Huddersfieldness and Kirkleesness. When you walked into that hall, it was just brilliant. It's, I don't know, a really, really special feeling, I think.
You got me wanting to sign up to do some voluntary work now.
Oh, you come along, we'll have you anytime.
Have you ever been starstruck with anyone, like, oh my gosh, there's so and so?
I was, and it's my other favourite event as well. Last year we hosted Songs of Praise, the Christmas show. So of course it was Aled. I don't know why I was starstruck by Aled, but Aled Jones is just the loveliest guy that you could ever meet. And we did that show, and for me it showed how there were people from all over Kirklees in the building. We had the tech team were absolutely unbelievable, because we're a little bit the faces of the town hall, but behind the scenes there's all our catering staff, all our technical staff, caretakers, cleaners. There's a massive team puts everything together. And that night, the afternoon, when we did the filming, we did a Christmas show with Aled. So everybody had Christmas jumpers on, the Christmas trees, decorations, the whole place was super Christmassy. And then we filmed another show to be aired later in the year. And within about half an hour, we stripped the place of Christmas. Everybody took their Christmas jumpers off, shoved them under their seats. They stripped everything to do with Christmas. Aled got changed out his Christmas outfit. And I was really starstruck by that. I don't know why. It was just such a great event to be involved with, and Aled was so nice. So I know it's not anything very glamorous, but it was super Aled.
Good answer.
Neil Warnock, is that?
I was going to say Paul Gascoigne. I was a bit starstruck. We had Gazza. All my references are football.
You're a big football fan.
I am a big football fan. But I was a bit starstruck by him, and I didn't expect to be, but I was.
Yeah, it was a really good night, wasn't it? Yeah, we had a good night with him. And we've got Harry Redknapp coming up. I'll give a bit of a plug there for old Harry. We've got Harry Redknapp coming up in January, so that's a really good idea for your football fan Christmas present. There we go.
There you go. Good plug. Good.
That was a good plug for old Harry, wasn't it? No, we're really excited about that.
Just finally, then, what excites you most about the future of Kirklees Town Halls? Let me just put a bit of context to this now, because I've been in a bit of a slump, haven't we? Economically, Brexit, people are finding cash hard to find, and celebration probably is the last thing on a lot of families' minds, because they can't afford it. So what excites you more about the town halls coming 2026 and beyond?
I'll just say quickly, for me as well, it's about making it accessible to people. We talked about the fund, but for everybody, we never put our ticket prices really high. No. People might think, oh, it's expensive to go on a night out, but we have really good tribute acts, proper high quality, like the touring the world, and yet you can come and see them for like 28 quid.
But outside of that, you can come to a lunchtime concert for £5 and your dinner break. If you're lucky and you snap up a ticket quickly, you can come and see an Opera North rehearsal free of charge. So there's opportunities for people to access the town halls, and I think what you say about the cost of living and the impact that has on people's ability to access culture is really key. And for me, I think what I'm excited about is the town halls in Huddersfield, but Dewsbury and Batley as well, is being on the edge of the cultural heart development and sort of the knock-on effect I think that's going to have on culture within Kirklees, and it's really exciting to be on the doorstep of that, I think. Yeah. And I think what also is really exciting about the future of our town halls is that we continue to offer spaces for community groups, amateur dramatic societies, where they can come in and have the opportunity not only to watch performing arts and culture, but also be part of making it and putting it on stage.
Coming up in January, we've got literally something for everybody. We start off with a tribute to Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo. I think that's on the first weekend in January, so a great Christmas present idea for the younger ones. That's followed the next day on the Sunday by Strange But True Crime for the people who like true crime, nice with Jennifer Lees. And then, so from tributes to an evening we then go to a night with Shawaddy Waddy, which everybody loves. What a brilliant night. Everybody gets dressed up. It's always a wonderful night. Then we've got Harry Redknapp, an evening with Harry Redknapp, and then for Frankie Valli fans, we've got Oh What a Night, which is just a spectacular show. It's a regular at the Town Hall, everybody loves it, and it's always packed out. So yeah, January is just such a good example of all the different stuff we've got going on.
Well, I just want to say a big thank you to you both for spending a bit of time with us, coming into the studio, and I wish you all the very best towards the end of the year and certainly for 2026.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Dianne and Sarah, for joining us on the Cultural Leaders TV and for sharing your insights into the important work happening at Kirklees Town Halls. It's inspiring to see how these historic spaces continue to grow and adapt, connecting communities through the Culture Collective, celebrating creativity and providing opportunities for everyone to engage with culture in Kirklees. And to our audiences, you can find out more about up-and-coming events by visiting Kirklees Town Hall websites displayed on the screen and in the description below. Stay tuned and keep celebrating the people and places that make Kirklees the centre of creativity and cultural energy. Bye for now.